Well, good morning, everyone. Craig back at you on the 2018 Honda Goldwing. Wonderful day, exciting day. Day one of my trip to Nashville, Tennessee, on my way to Wingding 41. Just left out of the house. I'm still in Buffalo, New York, leaving from Buffalo, New York, and gonna make this trip in 2 days. The plan is to go from here to somewhere just a little bit shy of Cincinnati and spend the night there, and then go on from Cincinnati into Nashville on Tuesday, tomorrow. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Excited about this trip. I am taking this trip solo. I've done trips before where I have a regular group of people that I travel with, and I like doing that, but I also like doing solo. There's nothing wrong with if you have the unction to get out on your own and take trips by yourself. I know that's not for everyone, but I've always had the mindset since I was younger that if I wanted to do something, if I wanted to do something pleasurable and I just didn't have anyone that I could do it with, I wasn't going to let that stop me. And I can't even say I'm not going to do it with people, because, friends and everyone down at Wingding that I'm going to be meeting up with. But the trip, I am doing it solo. So, there's benefits to doing things solo, benefits and drawbacks. But some of the benefits are you go at your own pace. So, for example, today I wanted to leave the house. The original plan was to leave the house at around 8 a.m., but I ran a little bit behind. So I ended up leaving out at 9. But that's nice when you're going solo, because you're not, no one's waiting on you. You're not holding the group up. You can just go at your own leisurely pace. And then when you get hungry and you want to stop, you stop and eat. You stop, use the bathroom. However long you want to stop and do something. You want to stop and have a sit-down lunch because that's what you feel like doing it. You're just pleasing yourself. Or if you just want to keep moving and just grab a burger and stop for 5 minutes and then keep it moving because you want to get there, the decision is yours. You don't have to, have a consensus amongst a bunch of other people or make people upset by what you might want to do. So I'm excited about, making this trip. This will be probably, I can't imagine any other long trip that I would have before the year is out. So this is my final long distance trip. So what I'll do is, kind of keep you guys, with me as I travel along, checking in and out here and there. About 400 miles today, a little over 400 miles. I think all interstate, so there's no beautiful back roads or scenic areas. It's what you're looking at now is what you're going to be seeing for the next 400 miles, at least what I'll be seeing for the next 400 miles. But I'll check back in with you and let you know as I hit the different states. I think just today it'll be, starting out in New York and then Pennsylvania and into Ohio, but I'll check in with you. But I did have a question that came to mind for some of you that do long distance traveling. How do you keep yourself entertained, while you're on the bike? I basically have the same routine, that I do when I'm in the car if I was driving long distance. But how do you keep yourself entertained? One of the things that I like doing is I'm a big audiobook guy. So I have my Bluetooth headset and I have my audiobooks, and I'll just sit and I can listen to an audiobook for hours. And that's one of the things, when I'm riding, that can make the time go by. And then one of the other things that I do is I am a Sirius XM subscriber, so I'll put that on to listen to music or a different talk, radio or talk, programs on Sirius XM. Little tip for those of you that that have the 2018 Honda Goldwing. I guess I don't even know if it's a tip, but just my observation. So I know they offer Sirius XM as an option with the 2018-2019 Honda Goldwing. But for the life of me, I can't understand why anyone would get that. And I say that because, with my Sirius plan, you can download the app and you can stream everything that Sirius has over your phone. So what I do when I'm on the bike, I just have my phone, and I have the app, and I can tune to any station that Sirius has, and I just listen through it through the Bluetooth. Or if I wanted to, I could listen, over the speakers, on the bike. So I just don't see what the advantage is of going through the hardwired install, so to speak, of SiriusXM on your Honda Goldwing. When if you're going to be a SiriusXM subscriber, you can just use your phone and use the app. I guess the only advantage I could see is, if you were in an area where you didn't have cell phone coverage because you are using, the cell phone to stream, then you wouldn't get any SiriusXM. Whereas if you had the hardwired, because you're using satellite, you should be able to get it everywhere. But most of the places I go, there's cell phone coverage, so I'm able to stream Sirius. So those are the couple of things I do: audiobooks, music, SiriusXM, to break up the monotony of the drive. I don't know how some of you, God bless you, they're like, oh, I just like to listen to the sound of the wind. Wow, okay, I can do that. I can't do that for 6 straight hours. I need to listen to something else. So anyway, that's probably one of the reasons why I was interested in the Honda Goldwing. So again, on my way, exciting day. Monday, I don't know, was today August 26th? Whatever day it is, Monday, I know that much. August 26th, on my way to Wingding 41, and I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Take care. Hello everybody, Craig back at you. Continuing on with my trip to Cincinnati, Ohio, and eventually Wingding 41. About 65 miles into the trip. So far, so good. Decent weather, no issues, no problems. I mean, actually kind of perfect. The temperature is 71 degrees. I know it's going to get warmer, but 71 is a good temperature. I have my first gear jacket on. I think it's Kilimanjaro jacket. I don't really do reviews of gear, but I like this jacket. This jacket is fits very well. There's a lot of airflow when you need it. I purchased this jacket maybe about 3 months ago because I wanted to wear sort of an all-inclusive jacket. I had previously purchased a rain suit, and what I didn't like about the rain suit is that, and you see this, I'm sure it's probably happened to you, or you see it on the road, you start out on a day like today where it's nice and sunny, and then it starts to rain, and you got your rain suit with you, and then you got to pull over to the side of the road, and then you got to put your rain suit on, and you're getting messy, and then it stops raining, and because there's no ventilation in the rain suit, now you're baking, and now you want to pull off, take your rain suit off, put it back in your bags, then just to have it start to rain again, and put your rain suit on and put it back on. So I bought this jacket. It's sort of like a Gore-Tex jacket. I don't think technically it's Gore-Tex, but there is some ventilation in it, but it's waterproof. I don't know what they technically call the jacket. I don't think it's called a textile jacket. I don't know what they call it, but to me, it's like an all-in-one. I can put this jacket on, and it's really perfect for this weather. I think I've worn it into weather up until about 85. I would say realistically 85. It does get to be a little bit warm, and then I'll switch to a mesh jacket. Maybe this is textile, and then I'll switch to a mesh jacket to get some more airflow. But I think for me, this jacket is really good up to about 85 degrees. But I like it because if it starts raining, and then I don't have to switch my jacket, it's waterproof. I don't have to pull over. I can wear it. And then today I do have some waterproof pants on. So far the weather is good. I do know it's supposed to get maybe a little bit rainy the closer I get to Cincinnati. And so I chose to wear this so I don't have to pull over and change. Now, granted, safety is always first. So if I do have to pull over because it's raining so bad and you can't see, naturally I'll pull over. But if it's just, you get those light rains, and it's consistent, I don't want to have to pull over. So I figured I would just wear this. Sort of reminds me, if Chris Smith is watching this video, reminds me of his video last year when he went to Wingding 40. And if you haven't seen that, watch Christopher's Wingding 40 trip, his when he left out. And I remember watching that video. I've seen it a few times, where it's just beautiful when he leaves. Just beautiful weather, and yeah, you feel like you're riding along. And then I want to say, Chris could probably comment better, I don't know if he's like a half an hour out and it just starts pouring, like just sideways rain. And I remembered that, and I was like, there's a chance of rain today. Let me gear up properly. That's because I don't want to get caught out there like Chris. And the funny thing about that, I've seen that video probably about 10 times. And every time I watch it, I'm like, I think he's going to make it this time. Not knowing he ain't going to make it, but you just feel for him as that water's coming down, as the rain is coming down on him. So I wanted just to prepare for any type of weather. And I do feel I'm going to hit some rain at some point today. So I just figured I'd gear up appropriately. So, again, a little bit more than about 70 miles into the trip now. I should be hitting the Pennsylvania line soon. Once I get to Erie, Pennsylvania, I'm going to stop. Plan is stop, stretch for a second, maybe get some gas, because I didn't have a full tank before I left. Get some gas and maybe a cup of coffee. Take a little bit of a break and then get back on the bike. So, check back in with you soon. Talk to you later. Well, latest update, as you might be able to tell, the original plan this morning was to go to Cincinnati, Ohio, from Buffalo. Spend the night in Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, that plan is going to change. Weather turned horrible, and we've been caught up in some rain. So now I've switched my hotel to Columbus. I'm right outside of Columbus now. Switched my hotel to Columbus, Ohio. So I will plan on getting there to the hotel and getting out of these wet clothes. Actually, I should say I'm really dry. The the jacket and the pants working really well. But I'll get there and just get comfortable. So that's what it is. Check back with you shortly.
Well, hello everyone. As you can probably tell, I'm checked into my hotel room. The first day has come to an end for my trip to Wingding. Overall, not a bad day. Had some good weather leaving out of Buffalo and headed toward Cincinnati. As I've already stated, plans have changed because of the weather. I figured it better be safe than sorry, so I got myself a room here in Columbus, Ohio. Had a nice meal. And really just going to relax for the rest of the evening, maybe work on a video, work on this video that you're watching right now, and just relax for the remainder of the evening. Checking the weather tomorrow. Still, I think some little bit of rain left in the forecast, but hopefully it won't be as bad as it was today. And actually, today wasn't bad. You just roll with the punches. I would say the first 3 hours of the trip were really good weather, and then just started to rain. And really, what stopped me was it wasn't really like it was super hard rain, but when I stopped to look at the radar on the app on my phone, Cincinnati was just getting pounded. And so I knew I was not going to be driving in any better weather. It was just going to be more thunderstorms and showers. So I figured I'd just bed down for the night here, and then pick it up again first thing in the morning. So day one on the way to Wingding is in the books. Again, nice day. It's always a good day to ride, whether it's raining, whether it's sunny outside. It's always a good day to ride. So check back with me, and day two will be eventful. Have a wonderful evening.